Fears of coronavirus spike after nationwide Black Lives Matter protests. Senior government minister Simon Birmingham has described the timing of Black Lives Matter marches as incredibly unfortunate, but acknowledged it was not of the protesters' choosing. Thousands of Australians took to the streets over the weekend after the police killing of African-American man George Floyd in the U.S. There are fears the nationwide protests, which were also focused on Indigenous prison rates and deaths in custody, could trigger a spike in coronavirus infections. Australia's chief health officers are meeting on Monday to discuss the next step in easing coronavirus restrictions. I think the timing was incredibly unfortunate, and I accept events that occurred in the United States were not within the control of any of the protest organizers, Senator Birmingham told ABC Radio on Monday. Nonetheless, there could have been other ways of trying to create the type of movement and symbolism the protesters sought without having to resort to mass gatherings. Birmingham suggested alternatives like the driveway commemorations on Anzac Day. There are different ways of activating mass community sentiment without it requiring mass gatherings, he said. Finance Minister Matthias Cormann described the protests as reckless, irresponsible and self-indulgent. Birmingham said he understood the sentiments of the protests, but argued it showed a lack of regard for other Australians who made sacrifices during lockdowns. Labor's Indigenous Affairs spokesman Pat Dodson said it was not responsible to describe protesters as uncaring. Unless there's a voice to the Parliament that can express clearly the compassion and concerns Aboriginal people have got over the predicaments they face on many fronts, then you're going to have people defying the odds to try and at least get their point of view across, Senator Dodson told ABC Radio. That can be a great risk to themselves as to others. Deputy Chief Medical Officer Paul Kelly said, "At the moment, it won't change how we are viewing processes, but in particular states, it may do, depending what happens in relation to any cases that crop up." There have been 7,260 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Australia and 102 deaths. More than 1.6 million tests have been conducted across the country. Thank you for watching our video. Please show your support by subscribing to our channel and turn on the notification. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and Reddit for more videos.